Evil. Because evil exists, God cannot be all-powerful, all-knowing, loving, and good at the same time. Well, God chose to limit his power out of love for his creation. Imagine life without free will, without a mind to choose for yourself how you will live your life. Walking the ends of the earth, a mindless robot doing anything God commands. It is not only a repugnant existence, it is boring. And let's properly define evil real quick, like what St. Augustine said. Evil isn't a thing within itself. It is something that is missing. When you have a hole in your jacket, it isn't evil. It is lacking or missing something. Like humans. Humans are only evil when they are missing good. I would like to ask you, if you're secular or atheist, what is evil and how do we define it?
Well, it's something that isn't right.
Well, so you admit right there that there's a right and a wrong. Who gets to decide that?
Well, we all have an innate morality.
But where does this come from? Did one day Homo erectus say, without God, morality is subjective? Without a moral code, Joe Bob down decaying Rectum Boulevard can eat Miss Monica, and you can't say nothing about it.
Well, the law will.
Who made most of those laws? Where was it inspired from? Because God allows pain, disease, and natural disasters to exist, he cannot be all-powerful and also loving and good in the human sense of these words. Is pain and suffering unbeneficial to man? Doesn't pain and suffering make you not only better but stronger and smarter than those who didn't suffer at all in their life? Imagine the spoiled daddy's money entitled rich kid stereotype. Isn't he weak? Will he or will he not be the first to go in a survival situation? But biblically, it's because you fucking deserve it. Injustice. Destinies are not allocated on the basis of merit or equality. They are allocated either arbitrarily or on the principle of, to him who has shall be given, and from him who has not shall be taken even that which he has. It follows that God cannot be all-powerful and all-knowing, and also just in the human sense of the word. This goes exactly what I said last time, so I'm just going to give you Psalm 37 of David, my absolute favorite psalm. Do not fret because of those who are evil, or be envious of those who do wrong. For like the grass they will soon wither, like the green plants they will soon die away. Trust in the Lord and do good. Dwell in the land and enjoy safe pasture. Take delight in the Lord and he will give you the desires of your heart. Commit your way to the Lord, trust in him, and he will do this. He'll make your righteous reward shine like the dawn, your vindication like the noonday sun. Be still before the Lord and wait patiently for him. Do not fret when they succeed in their ways, when they carry out their wicked schemes. Refrain from anger and turn from wrath. Do not fret, it only leads to evil. For those who are evil will be destroyed, but those who hope in the Lord will inherit the land. Since the gods of various religions differ widely in their characteristics, only one of these religions or none can be right about God. I'd like to ask you, who in service of a God created the most, did the most, won the most, created the most? Followers of Yahweh and of Christ. Where you are born determines what you believe. What about the literal Christians in the Middle East getting kicked off buildings by Muslims? I was agnostic for a very long time, studying all faiths and beliefs. I was always very philosophical and logical. The only thing that makes philosophical and logical sense about the origins of the universe and how we are here living is indeed a creator. The most logical and the most smartest people in the world has always come to the conclusion that there is a creator and that there is a God. Albert Einstein, Arthur Compton, Blaise Pascal, Ernest Haeckel, Erwin Schrödinger, Francis Bacon, Francis Collins, Galileo. Video will be 10 minutes long if I go to every single one of the names.
Let me entertain you for a second. That is real. What about Jesus?
There are thousands of manuscripts of people of all different colors and all different races of all different regions who believe that Jesus Christ was either a prophet, Messiah, or God. You're not only ignorant, but vastly close-minded to believe that Jesus was not a real man. Now we established that he was a real man. The four Gospels, the first-hand eyewitness accounts of Jesus Christ, all say basically the same thing, and not all of them were Jews. Matthew, Mark, and John were Jews, but Luke was understood to be a Gentile, most likely a Greek, coming from a polytheistic religion. And in that book, if you actually read it, it almost says the exact same thing as Matthew, Mark, John, even the apocryphal books. And on top of all that, all the eyewitness accounts of Jesus Christ and the people who believed that he was the Messiah, they all got put to death, and you usually don't get put to death for something that you believe is not true. Even the Romans wrote of Jesus Christ, and eventually they became Christian themselves. Not one archaeological discovery has been proved contrary to what the Bible says. And one of the most controversial things about Christianity is the resurrection. And inside of Gospels, they write saying, hey, females first witnessed this happen. And back then, in Jewish society, personal testimony from a woman immediately discards your story. So if they were making this shit up, they wouldn't use a woman as a first fucking witness. And when that Roman stabbed the spear in Jesus' side, it said that he was pouring out blood and water, which is medically known today as cardiac rupture. They don't understand that medically back then. So if they're making up, they would just say he was just pouring blood. If you're Christian, This is for you. Blessed are those who are persecuted because of righteousness, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven. Blessed are you when people insult you, persecute you, and falsely say all kinds of evil against you because of me. Rejoice and be glad, because great your reward is in heaven. For in the same way they persecuted the prophets before you.